Kia ora, I'm Helen Brahms from Cruise Planners, and this here is Kasey Kiwi from Helen's New Zealand. Together we are excited to announce that Kasey Kiwi will be hosting his first annual cruise to New Zealand on November the 2nd, 2015. We're going to be flying out of LAX down to Sydney, Australia, where we will board the absolutely gorgeous Celebrity Solstice. And from there, we're going to leave Sydney and sail down the Tasman Sea, down the coast of Australia, to Hobart in Tasmania. We'll spend the day there, and then we're going to spend 2 days sailing across the Tasman to New Zealand. Your first view of New Zealand is going to be the most incredible scenery in Fiordland. It'll be Milford, Doubtful and Dusky Sounds. We're actually going to be sailing up 3 different fjords. There's only 5 places in the world that you can see a fjord, and one of them happens to be New Zealand. So we're going to get to see some spectacular scenery there. From Fiordland, we're going to sail around the bottom end of the South Island up to Dunedin, which is known as the Edinburgh of the South, with its big Scottish influence. From there, we're going to go up to Christchurch. We'll actually be docking in Akaroa, which is a little French settlement there, and gives us easy access into Christchurch, the Garden City of New Zealand. Absolutely stunning city. From Christchurch, we're then going to head up the coast to the North Island, where we're going to stop in Wellington, which is the capital. And I absolutely love the capital there in Wellington. It's got an absolutely gorgeous harbour area, phenomenal views, some great places to go visit, like Te Papa, which is the National Museum of New Zealand. It is also home to Peter Jackson, for those of you who follow The Lord of the Rings, The Frighteners, The Hobbit. What other movies has he worked on? King Kong, all those sorts of movies. There's Weta Caves there, where you can go and explore some of the memorabilia from the movies that Peter Jackson has done, as well as the ones that Weta Productions have been involved in. There's also a Windows into Workshop tour, which takes you behind the scenes for 30 minutes, and you get a tour back behind the scenes, and it's a phenomenal tour. I can't tell you what happened there. There is a red door. Once you go through that red door, you cannot tell anybody what's behind it. So if you want to find out what's behind that red door at Weta Caves, you're going to have to come with us to find out. So after we leave Wellington, what's that case? Oh, we almost forgot. Also in Wellington is Zealandia, and Zealandia has some of Kasey's cousins there. So if you want to see some real live Kiwis, yes, I know that you're live. If you want to see some of Kasey's cousins in their natural habitat, Zealandia is the place to go there in Wellington. It is a phenomenal place to go, where they have brought many native birds into that area, and they've made it pest free. So from Wellington, we're going to head up to Tauranga, and Tauranga is gorgeous. It is the place, if you want to know about kiwi fruit plantation is just a short drive. It's known as Kiwi 360. It's just a short drive from the port down there, where you can get taken around and given this whole story about kiwi fruit, how it's grown, the different varieties. You could try some kiwi fruit wines, great kiwi fruit sundaes, lots of great things that they have there for you to do. Or you can take tours into Rotorua, and Rotorua is our cultural centre of New Zealand for the Māoris. There's a geothermal area there. There is a great village there, the Tamaki Authentic Māori Village. Phenomenal experience for if you want to experience the culture of New Zealand. From Tauranga, we're going to head all the way up to the Bay of Islands. This is a huge bay that has 144 islands in there, and a great place to go swimming with the dolphins. They actually take you out into the bay where you swim with the dolphins in their natural habitat. How cool would that be? Also at the Bay of Islands, you can visit Waitangi, and this is where the Treaty of Waitangi was signed between the Europeans and the Maoris in February 6, 1840, and that is the big land deal that they had back then. You'll get to visit the meeting house, and you'll see the canoes that they have there. Great place for some historic stuff. You'll also get to visit Russell, which was the first capital of New Zealand. And you may even get to see some of the kauri trees, which are native New Zealand trees, which are very, very, very large. From the Bay of Islands, we're going to head down to the City of Sails, Auckland, which is where our cruise will end. But like I said, Auckland is the City of Sails. You will see many, many yachts and beautiful sailing boats there in Auckland. Now you have the option at the end there to, after you leave the ship, to go to the airport and then catch your flight home. Or we're going to do a 4-night post-cruise add-on, optional add-on if you want to come with us. Because once we leave the ship, we're going to hop on a bus, do a tour of Auckland. We're going to spend 1 night in Auckland, somewhere downtown area. We're still finalizing the details. Then we're going to take a flight the next day from Auckland down to Queenstown, the adventure capital of the world. So that will be on Sunday, November the 15th, 2015, when we fly down to Queenstown. Bright and early on Monday, November the 16th, 2015, we are going to be up early and we're going to go and do something that I said I would never, ever, ever do. And as we all know, you never say never. We're going out to the historic Kawerau Bridge, and this is where they're going to tie some big rubber bands around my ankles, and then for some crazy reason, yet unknown to me, Kasey Kiwi and I will be bungee jumping off the bridge. Yep, you heard it. We're going to be bungee jumping off the bridge in Queenstown. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I decided it's time to overcome some fears and get some stuff done. So getting rid of some blockages there. Anybody else in the group who wants to go bungee jumping are more than welcome to take the plunge as well, or take the leap of faith, or take flight, whatever you want to call it. Then that afternoon we're going to be heading back into Queenstown again, and you will be free to enjoy the many adventures, activities, tours, shopping, spas that are around the Queenstown area. But that evening, don't tie up the evening, because that evening we're going to be heading up the Skyline gondolas to the top of the mountain there to celebrate dinner at the Skyline restaurant with incredible, amazing views over Queenstown and Lake Wakatipu. The next day, which is Tuesday, November the 17th, we will be doing whatever we feel like. You could go hiking through some of the native forests there, you could go parasailing, you go hang gliding, you go jet boating, you could take a movie location tour and see where movies like Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Prince Caspian from the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and many, many other movies were shot in and around the Queenstown area. You could go shopping. There are some great shopping places to go there. You could enjoy a spa treatment or two, or you could choose to do absolutely nothing at all. The choice will be yours. The next day, on Wednesday, November the 18th, we will fly from Queenstown to Auckland, where we will catch our flight back to the USA. So that's our big announcement. That's what we've got coming up. So if you want to come join us, please go to have travelnz.com, and that they will have some details there. I'll have a link to take you to the Kasey Kiwi annual cruise, which is taking place November the 2nd, 2015. Come join us. It is going to be awesome, especially if you want to join us for the 4 days and go jumping off a bridge with some big rubber bands around your feet too. Until then, he konera.